Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your headgear for the presentation of colors by the Fargo Public Schools Junior ROTC under the direction of Colonel Stephen Muzz and Technical Sergeant Conway Kangas. The color guard team is commanded by Cadet Samuel Huff and accompanied by Cadet Marissa Clemenson, Cadet Brooklyn Klein, and Cadet Logan Sebastel. The national anthem will be sung by the Fargo South Concert Choir under the direction of Mrs. Sarah Lickblau. Ladies and gentlemen, and the class of 2016, you may be seated. Family, friends, graduates, welcome to today's graduation ceremony held in honor of Fargo South's class of 2016. My name is Neha Patel, and I will be your master of ceremony for today's celebration. While attending Fargo South, I had the amazing opportunity to be involved in DECA, Key Club, French Club, National Honor Society, and play varsity tennis. I plan on attending the University of Southern California next year and majoring in business administration. Just like me, I'm sure most of us sitting here today are feeling a roller coaster of emotions. Some may be ecstatic about having the freedom to move forward. Others, nostalgic about leaving high school and familiar faces that we've grown up with. Nonetheless, we have gathered here as today marks an end to this chapter of our life, but more importantly, a beginning to a new chapter. Class of 2016, today is the start of our bright future, a future where we have the freedom to achieve our dreams. Dreams that will take us places we've never imagined. Today marks the true beginning of our life, a life filled with greater challenges, greater determination, and greater optimism, that we will successfully fulfill our dreams. No matter where we go, whatever we do, in our ups and our downs, in our highs and our lows, the values we have learned over the past 13 years will lead us to our ambitious dreams and our promising future. At this time, I would like to introduce our opening speaker, which is someone looked upon by his peers as kind, passionate, determined, and a natural leader. He has been very involved during his time at Fargo South by taking part in jazz band, baseball, tennis, student council, French club, and PAY. He was also a member of National Honor Society, the Academic Knowledge Bowl team, and a Bruin ambassador. Next year, he will be furthering his education at Concordia College. Please join me in welcoming Noah Johnson.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the commencement ceremony for the Fargo South High School class of 2016. It is a great pleasure to have the opportunity to speak today and to celebrate the accomplishments of this senior class. We certainly could not have done it without the help of our families, friends, and educators who have been a tremendous system of support since day one. Congratulations to all the graduates, and thank you to all who have contributed to our success. It was only 13 years ago that many of us were preparing for our first day of elementary school at Claire Barton Hawthorne, Lewis and Clark, Lincoln, Jefferson, or Carl Ben Eielson Elementary. Those were simpler times when we didn't have to worry about AP tests or scholarship deadlines, only about whether blue or red crayons tasted better. Instead of earning parking tickets, we were locking our bikes up, and before the days of physics tests, we were playing kickball on the playground. Yes, those were the good old times. And then we started middle school. Middle school sure gets a bad rap, but those 3 years at Carl Ben Eielson gave us some great memories as well. We all grew a couple inches, suffered a couple voice cracks here and there, but overall developed many sustaining friendships. From there, we arrived at South High, the place we had all heard about, the place with perhaps the most tradition of any high school in North Dakota. Often, we take for granted the opportunities and experiences South has provided us with. Fargo South has accumulated 132 state championships, maintained incredible music and theater departments, and provided tremendous assets in the classroom through its excellent staff of educators. Today, we can all say that we were a part of the tradition there and left a legacy that will last far into the future, and that's pretty neat. We all know that today is not just an ending, but also a beginning. The world beyond the high school classroom is unknown to us, filled with new life experiences, new things to learn, and new people to meet. The majority of us can say goodbye to the homes we have known our whole lives, not to mention Mom doing our laundry for us. This is daunting to say the least, but I know that the class of 2016 can go forth with confidence. Not only has high school provided the building blocks for our future, but every single one of us is talented and has the potential to positively impact the world around us. I cannot wait to see what we will do collectively and individually with the tools our parents and teachers have equipped us with. The greatest part of it all is that we all cultivated our talents and abilities at 1840 15th Avenue South as Fargo South Bruins. Today is a day to join in celebration. Don't just remember today, but all the people, places, and memories that have got you here. Many of us are probably feeling nostalgic and a bit sad that our high school careers are finished. But today, go home to rejoice that we have truly earned this diploma and to celebrate a job well done. Congratulations to all on completing this chapter of high school. Have an outstanding summer, and good luck as we all begin something new. Thank you.
Thank you, Noah. Our first keynote speaker is Nicole Sinclair. Two words that come to mind when thinking of Nicole are confident and independent. Throughout high school, I have had the opportunity to work with Nicole on several occasions, and I've seen her proficiency in handling tasks alone while having utmost confidence in herself, a confidence that radiated to others around her. Along with being a student manager, she was a member of Student Council, National Honor Society, and French Club. She will be attending the University of North Dakota next year and majoring in biology and pre-medicine. Without further ado, please welcome Nicole Sinclair.
My fellow Bruins, I'm truly honored to be speaking to you today. I'd like to thank my family, teachers, counselors, members of the school board, and principals. We are here today to celebrate one of the many milestones we will conquer in our journey through life. So, let us think back to where our educational journeys began, the first day of kindergarten. I remember picking out my outfits weeks before, barely sleeping through the night, and being overly excited, and constantly asking my mom, "Is it time yet?" 13 years later, my senior year, that was no longer the case. I found myself debating daily whether or not I'm really feeling school today. Leaving my bed every morning was the hardest thing, yet somehow, we all managed to do it, on most days. I'm sure some of you even struggled to show up and sit through the ceremony, but you made your grandmas happy. None of us would be here today, sitting in these seats, without having had certain role models or mentors who inspired and motivated us. These select few are always going to be needed as we continue to grow. We have and still may become mentors for others as we age, but we as human beings, we rely and look up to others, and will always need these important people in our lives. Most of us throughout our time in school had a moment that changed our lives for the better, whether we realized it then or it took more growth and experience to realize the gift we had received. My special moment occurred in the 4th grade during the most anticipated event of the year, the Day of Compassion. A bunch of 11th and 12th graders had given up their time to teach me about kindness, and as an impressionable 10-year-old, I wanted to be just like them. As I continued to mature and reflect back on that day, I realized I liked the idea of opening my time and abilities to others. They didn't know it, but those students had inspired me to mold myself to be like them. Junior year, I returned to Lincoln Elementary, and I proudly filled those high school students' shoes. Without having had that experience, showing me the importance of giving back to my community, I don't know if I would have found out how much joy it could bring me. Even as young people, we had mentors we looked up to without even realizing how much they changed us. Some of us looked up to the older football players, the actors from the plays, or even the Key Club people out volunteering. Whomever it was, they activated this passion in us that our minds are not ready to comprehend. Throughout these years, I've realized how fortunate I was to have some of the most dedicated, compassionate, and intelligent teachers around. To our teachers, we want to thank you for unselfishly sharing your time, talents, and vast knowledge with us. No one really understands all the necessary moving parts of being a teacher. Taking time to explain assignments, sometimes having to repeat them constantly because, well, senioritis hit and sometimes we just stop listening. Or setting the bar of learning higher than we would have set for ourselves to get the best out of us. You taught us so much more than math and science. You taught us how to be good people. I know we wouldn't be the people we are today if we had not had the privilege of being mentored by you amazing individuals. Despite taking most of you for granted, I promise you that we will remember your corny jokes and life lessons to pass on again to those whom we have had the privilege to influence in the future. I also want to say how proud I am of our senior class for stepping up and becoming the people our underclassmen can look up to as examples. This year has been filled with countless service activities that were both selfless and important to our community. Raising over 6,000 cans for Fill the Dome, $500 for Officer Mosier and his family, over $500 at the talent show to purchase special equipment for a member of our Bruin family who has a child with a disability, All took great leadership and persistence that will hopefully create a continued pattern for the future generations. Everything I've talked about so far has all been a part of our past. While our past is very important, as it led us here today, I want to talk about the future avenues. We are all about to begin our own individual journeys, but that doesn't mean we're alone just because we earned our high school diplomas. Up until today, it took moms, dads, grandparents, friends, teachers, and many unnamed guides to get us here. As you continue to travel and grow, we will find new people who inspire and motivate us to reach our dreams and achieve any and all goals set for ourselves. There are going to be some bumps and bruises, but don't let those halt our progress. Just remember, you ain't got it bad. As one important guide, my grandmother used to often repeat to me in her list of life principles that I think we can all carry with us as we prepare to launch our next adventure. Number 1, feeling lost. We are all going to go off course and detour sometime in our journey. While astray, sometimes the best opportunities will arise from the confusion. Embrace those new chances. Try not to panic. However, if it does happen, don't be embarrassed to ask for directions. Assistance and guidance comes in all forms, from a single GPS app to reaching out to a helping hand to pull you through. Number 2, laughter is the best medicine. We are not perfect. We will err. As humans, we are constantly overthinking and worrying about small details. Life can get too serious. Laugh a little or a lot out loud. It helps. Number 3, second place is good. Many believe if we do not come in first, we have failed. Second place is still good. What really defines us is our own personal successes. We may not always be the best at every single thing we do, but we need to focus on meeting our own podium and not anyone else's. If we fail, at least we figured out another way that it didn't work. Trying means fond memories were made and bonds were developed. Number 4, persistence pays off. All things great in life take work. Anything easy is not satisfying or memorable. Dust yourself off, get back on that horse, get sweaty, and push through. Number 5, making mistakes. If you make a mistake, acknowledge it. The better person is the one who has acknowledged she has made a mistake. Deal with it and move on in life. Admit the mistake and rectify it. Number 6, be yourself. Growing up, we were constantly told, just be yourself. It is something that is so much easier said than done. After today, we all get a shiny new chance to be who we really are. Don't be afraid to discover and find yourself. Once you are happy within, you will find joy in your journey. Number 7, treat people nicely. The golden rule. It's still true, and it's still needed. And lastly, number 8, create happiness. Happiness is premised upon good family, good friends, and good conversation. Money doesn't embrace us when we're sad, and memories are created with people. As I quoted before, you ain't got it bad. A phrase constantly coming out of my favorite mentor, my grandmother Shirley. And besides, how can we not listen and heed to a former Fargo School Board member's advice? At some point, we are going to feel lonely. Sometimes, we will need laughter to help us get through those tough times. Sometimes, we will fail, but our hard work will eventually pay off. Being yourself means you'll make mistakes, but just admit to them. You get what you give. Go out and create the happiness and future that you want. Life isn't always fair, but always remember what Grandma Sinclair said. You ain't got it bad. My time at Fargo South is something that will forever be invaluable. Walking into freshman orientation, I would have never guessed that graduation day would arrive so soon. We can all agree these 4 years have gone by quickly, and on some days, very slowly. Yet, now here we stand. Our rule as seniors is over, and it's up to the next class to attempt to fill our shoes and continue the Bruin tradition. I wish you all the best in the future and to continue to follow your passions and stay true to yourselves. Mark Twain once said, 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things we did not do than the things we did do. So class of 2016, fill the car up with gas, throw away the map, turn the music up, let your hair down, catch the wind, and explore, dream, discover, and embrace the future adventure. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2016.
Thank you, Nicole. Our second keynote speaker is Ethan Wold. He truly exemplifies what it means to be a Bruin and provides an example for others in the classroom and also on the playing field. At Fargo South, Ethan dedicated his time to playing football, basketball, and baseball. He not only excelled in athletics, but was also known to be a friendly and outgoing individual. He plans to attend Creighton University to study neuroscience. Please welcome Ethan Wold.
You know, I'll be honest, if I knew my face was going to be up there, I would have worked harder on my makeup this morning. All right. I'm sure that some of you out here have had to write speeches before. So you can relate when I say that honestly, it is not the easiest thing to do. Trying to find stuff to talk about and to actually sound like you know what you're doing at the same time is a difficult task. I was having trouble trying to think of ideas, so I did what most people do when they are unsure of something. I went to the internet. I began to scroll through and look at famous speeches in order to maybe help me think of things. I came across one that I liked, and its main topic was all about miracles. I thought about it and realized that this could be something that I could use. I started brainstorming some ideas and was ready to start writing when it hit me. In just a few minutes, Nick Lewis is going to walk across this stage and graduate from high school. So I don't need to stand up here and talk about miracles when every single one of you is going to see one live and in person. All right. When you start high school, the first thing that anyone who's already finished will tell you is to enjoy it while you can, because it goes by in a flash. And if you're anything like me, you'll completely ignore them and just assume they have no idea what they are talking about. Until you get here and realize that maybe they did know a thing or two. It goes by so quick that you have to take away what you can from it. Most people probably take away two things from their 4 years of high school. Hopefully, the education that they were given, although I cannot speak for everyone. And second, the memories. If you didn't make memories here, then you weren't doing something right. They're the ones you cannot really share with anyone besides your closest friends, because any other person would probably give you a weird look, and from there on out have a bad opinion of you. But then there are also the normal feel-good ones. They'll put a smile on your face. For me, my very first memory of high school will always be one of those. It came right before the start of my freshman year during football fall camp. Being out in 90-degree heat for 6 hours a day really makes you question why you're playing the sport. But what makes it the most fun of all is that it's the one time a year freshmen through seniors all practice together. And it does not always end well. I can vouch for that. I was sprinting down the field thinking that I could do anything until I saw what was in front of me. A guy by the name of Trevor Raymond had locked his eyes onto me. What you have to know here is that there was a substantial size difference. Me, who was all of 5'8", and had spent a little too much time in the cookie jar during my middle school years, if you know what I mean. And then him, whom a picture of still hangs on the wall in our weight room as a member of the Hall of Fame. So we ran down the field straight into each other. As you can probably guess, I did not come out on top. In fact, I was sent so far into the air, there may have been a small earthquake when I finally hit the ground. And as I was sitting there gasping for air, I looked off to the side, not to find the other freshmen coming to help me, but instead pointing and laughing, just glad it wasn't them. There's a reason I tell you this story other than just for your amusement. It's because those guys that were standing there laughing at me have become some of my best friends. Because that's what high school does. It puts you in those situations, whether it be athletics, drama, or any other activity. It allows you to make those bonds. And if you're really lucky and spend enough time with these people, they become more than just your friends. They become your family. Because there's more to being family than just being related to someone. They're the people that you want to be with and that have been there for your big moments. They are there to celebrate and congratulate with you when you're on top of the world, and they will be there in the absolute worst of it when you need them most. Great family is hard to come by because it takes a lot to meet these requirements. But Fargo South is different, I guess, because I think I speak for myself and most others in my class when I say that Fargo South felt like home. It didn't matter where you were going or what class you were in, you could always find someone so you weren't alone. And things like that are just as important to take away as an education. I hope that during this class's 4 years, that every person sitting out here was able to feel like they belonged to a family and that you were at home. And I hope that you take that with you through the rest of your journey. Thank you, class of 2016. Would not have wanted to go through it with anyone else.
Thank you, Ethan. Now, class of 2016, it is almost time to receive our diplomas and officially become graduates of Fargo South. As you walk across the stage, I hope you will reflect on the past 13 years of your life and cherish all of the memories and successes that have led you here to this moment. Receiving your diploma is a significant achievement and truly a moment to value for the rest of your life. So without further ado, it is my pleasure to introduce our principal, Dr. Todd Birch.
Thank you, Neha. Good evening and welcome. It is a pleasure to have you present today to celebrate the academic accomplishments by the members of the class of 2016. There have been many successes that have been achieved by the members of this class, some individual, some team. We'll do a shout out to the boys tennis team, and some by the entire class, such as prank day. Congratulations to you all. To start the school year, the administration addressed the seniors to be leaders and role models for the students at South High. I am proud to report that the members of this graduating class have answered the call to show underclassmen what it means to be a Bruin. It is my honor to say thank you. Speaking of thanks, I express my thanks and gratitude to the parents, guardians for the encouragement and support provided to the graduates throughout the years of education and activity involvement. It has been our privilege to assist in the social and educational development of your sons and daughters. Another group of people that deserve recognition are all teachers, including elementary and middle school teachers that have been a part of each member of the class of 2016. I especially want to thank the faculty and staff of Fargo South High School. At this time, would the South High staff and teachers and any other elementary or middle school Bruin teachers please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Graduates, my final message to you is a challenge to keep 3 letters in mind as you continue your life's journey. Those letters are M, V, and B. All of us know what the letters MVP stand for, Most Valuable Player. For today and for the future, I want you to always recall when you hear or see the letters MVP that you change the P to a B. From now on, each of you will forever be known as a most valuable Bruin. An MVB is an honor bestowed upon those who know their favorite colors are brown and gold, their favorite numbers are 2016, are proud to wear and display upon their clothing, and know what it means to strive for excellence. A MVB is a class act. Throughout this year, the word class has been chosen to symbolize the characteristics of the class of 2016. Always strive to be remembered for your character, leadership, attitude, scholarship, and service. Let me repeat, class is defined by your character, leadership, attitude, scholarship, and service. We refer to this as the Bruin Way. It is these traits that will define you and will be measured to you. It'll be measured for your success. Zig Ziglar said this about success. Success is the doing, not the getting. In the trying, not the triumph. Success is a personal standard reaching for the highest that is in us, becoming all that we can be. If we do our best, we are a success. When we hear about a most valuable player, we generally think about a single member of an athletic team who did great things. However, as a most valuable Bruin, you have the power and opportunity to determine how you will define greatness and success on the teams that you will be a member of, your family, work, church, social organizations, to name a few. As a most valuable Bruin, I expect you to leave a legacy of excellence. John Gordon states, "To leave a legacy of excellence, strive to be your best every day. As you strive for excellence, you inspire excellence in others. You serve as a role model for your children, your friends, and your colleagues. One person in pursuit raises the energy, standards, and behaviors of everyone around them. Your life is your greatest legacy, and since you only have one life to give it all you can." In closing, John Wesley said, "Do all the good you can, by all the means you can, in all the ways that you can, in all the places that you can, at all times you can, to all people you can, as long as you ever can." Ladies and gentlemen, would you please join me in clapping and cheering for our most valuable Bruins? At this time, I certify that the students in the Fargo South class of 2016 that are about to receive their diplomas have met all the requirements that have been established by the Fargo Board of Education and the North Dakota Department of Public Instruction. It gives me a great deal of pleasure to present the Bruin class of 2016 to Fargo Public Schools Superintendent Dr. Jeffrey Schatz.
Thank you. On behalf of the Board of Education, the administration, and staff of the Fargo Public Schools, I want to once again welcome you here today. Welcome to all of our parents, family members, and friends. Graduates, congratulations on your graduation and all that you have accomplished along the way. You know, your journey to get here today has prepared you to take the next step in your life, and that next step is to be alumni of the Fargo Public Schools, and very particularly Fargo South High School. And this has become a little bit of a tradition for me each year. So what I'm going to ask you to do right now is for all the graduates to please stand and to face the audience. And for all of the folks that are in the stands today that have graduated from the Fargo Public Schools, I would like you to stand up as alumni. Anybody who graduated from the Fargo Public Schools. There we go. Graduates, you will now become a member of this group, this large group of people who have come before you and who continue to support all of the work that we have done with our schools and watched you grow as you leave now today and join that group of people. So students, if you would, please give a round of applause to all of the alumni and all of our welcome friends here today. And at that point, you can sit back down. Thank you. Teachers, counselors, support staff, administrators in attendance today, I want to thank you for your dedication and commitment to our students. Your steady and determined guidance has been critical in ensuring that each and every student receive the best possible education while in attendance in our schools. Your efforts are greatly appreciated. Finally, to those school board members in attendance today, thank you for your service to our community and to our district. Your efforts are also greatly appreciated. I know that I stand between you and your diplomas, so I'm going to make this quick. Here's what I want you to know, that every day as I walk around this city, I talk to people, and the one question that they ask me is that are students today better prepared than students of yesterday? Amidst the ongoing chatter of social media and the instant news coverage of underperforming students, international comparisons indicating a decline in student performance, and high-stakes tests grouping all students into one commonly misinterpreted score, one would think the answer to this question is no. However, I know better. What I know about our graduates today is that we demand more from you today than we have ever done before. We ask that you complete 24 credits to graduate, and more than 54% of our students earn more than those 24 credits. You are more engaged in our community through service learning projects, community engagements, and service to many different sectors in our city. You are a significant part of our workforce in our community. You represent the youthful life of a community and bring energy and value to the future of our community. From my perspective, you are the greatest economic commodity that we have. For you are the future citizens, homeowners, workforce, creators, innovators that will lead us into the globally connected 21st century world. There are big expectations for you. However, I know you are better prepared to meet those challenges than those who have walked across this stage before. As you leave the Dome today, some of you have well-planned path for yourself, and some are still trying to develop that path. Regardless of that path, and as many others have given you advice today, here's what I would say to you. Dream big, because you can. You're young. You have plenty of time to do the things that you want to do, and do it big time. Take the next step in your new reality, no matter how small or big, but do something. Make a difference in the world. The world is in need of your service. Go out and be part of the solution. Engage yourself in a purposeful life, one of integrity, truth, and purpose. Love your family, because in the end, that's the most important thing. And be happy. Have a hopeful spirit and be curious. You are the only one in charge of your own destiny. Graduates, challenge yourself and dream big. You have every opportunity to be successful in life. Seize the moment and engage in a productivity in your future. I believe in you and know that you will make us proud. Once again, congratulations, Fargo South Bruins, for all that you've done and in the future. Thank you.
At this time, would the first row of the class of 2016 please stand and approach the stage to receive your diplomas.
Aaliyah Abner. Grace Abbasi. Manal Ali. Gavin Ali. Mariah Omclove. Sarah Ambule. Evan Amundsen. Aaron Anderson. Elizabeth Anderson. Jacob Anderson. Lindsay Anderson. Muhitera Augustine. Olivia Bachmeyer. Markeisha Bashar. Nima Bashir. Jacob Bellimer. Madison Bessler. Griffin Birmingham. David Beaujolais. Clarence Bradley. Abram Budge. Morgan Campbell. Carly Coyer. Sarah Carter. Nayasunde Cho. Alma Sopranik. Alexis Comstock. Sori Conte. Cutler Contreras. Leah Sachi Coyle. Kaylee Croft. Patrick Current. Thank you. Narayan Dahal. Lance Dahl. Megan Dahl. Elisa Desjolais. Vincent Desjolais. Natalie DuBois. Chandra Dalal. Owen Duncan. Cale Dunwoody. Jacob Dubois. Taryn East. Austin Elzando. Tristan Ellenson. Lane Engelhart. Bailey Englerth. Lars Eriksson. Madeline Erickson. Garrett Everest. Emma Everett. Brianna Fairbanks. Casey Ferguson. Brennan Fisher. Isaiah Fletcher. Jessica Forkpaw. Trenton Francis. Madison Froning. Michael Frosley. Casey Fraisland. Andy Fruqua. Kira Gardner. Autumn Gebicki. Sean Gebicki. David Godfrey. Alfonso Goa. John Gowan. Kendra Gosdall. Rachel Green. Noah Gregor. Tristan Grow. Joseph Grover. Riley Gunberg. Bir Guring. Jivan Guring. Alexis Gatormson. Cameron Hagan. Elena Hall. Jarrett Halverson. Alyssa Hannanen. Ryan Hardy. John Harris IV. Tyler Henn. Carter Herman. Hayden Hermanson. Zachary Hest. Catherine Hills. Bailey Hoffman. Sumali Gideon. Caitlin Hoppy. Faith Hoselton. Brent Hovden. Austin Hudson. Gabrielle Hewlett. Michael Huseth. Magda Hussein. Colton Ives. Delia Jackson. Samantha Jacobson. Winnie James. Elias Jensen. Carly Johnson. And now Noah Johnson. Lou Cubway. Tara Kennedy. Durga Katwida. Zoe Kennenberger. Rashidi Kikapa. Babu Karumba. Yarkashire Korler. Paula Kaczynski. Nicholas Koska. Sandrine Gohe. Christopher Kramer. Haley Krempen. Hallie Krempen. Alexander Lamb. Mackenzie Lambert. Eric Lawler. Madison Lisi. Jacob Lindy. Nicholas Lewis. Hannah Lind. Tyson Lytle. Susmita Lotmonger. Sophia Martinson. Cynthia May. Claire Maynard. Marshall McCord. Willow McDonald. Gunnar Mears. Carly Melander. Jordan Meeson. Noah Miller. Jacob Mock. Aisha Mohammed. Amr Mohammed. Katie Monk. Amy Malinga. Mohammed Munier. Hannah Navarro. Matthew Nelson. Bishnu Nepal. Derek Newberger. David Newkirk. Michael Newton. Gien Nguyen. Connor Nichols. Zachary Nicholas. Austin Nowak. Charlotte Niraba Afu Kuma. Michael Odegaard. Paul Obstedal. Amber Olson. Casey Onstead. Skylar Ort. Neha Patel. Alexis Peterson. Thomas Flipson. Madhu Prasi. Haley Raftavold. Manita Rai. Laura Restrepo. Mitchell Reith. Donovan Riley. Luke Richardson. Grace Robinson. Mackenzie Rorick. Michael Rudolph. Devin Seiler. Krishna Sai. Hunter Sayre. Hattie Scherer. Brett Schultz. Maxwell Schultz. Christopher Sebastian. Caitlin Selseth. Cole Schur. Augustus Siaway. Nicole Sinclair. Elias Simonson. Bucky Skipple. Elvir Smalagovich. Christina Smith. Haley Smith. Isabella Smith. Austin Spiker. Brady Spearing. Anna Sprunger. Nathan Stagley. Thorn Stands. Carter Steffes. Logan Steining. Michaela Stoner. Merritt Strand. Emily Stroup. Tresser Sumbois. Zeb Tabor. Nar Tamang. Andrew Tazarek. Lindsay Tennyson. Pabitra Thapa. Tanner Thomas. Dylan Tickerson. Caitlin Tripke. Gunnar Van Arum. Ellie Vetch. Alyssa Vosberg. Zachary Vosberg. Melissa Wagner. Mason Wallach. Paige Warren. Catherine Weineman. Braden Weisenberger. Molly Westrick. Lindy Wickland. Ethan Wildman. Mercedes Wise. Mason Wixo. Ethan Wold. Daniel Woodworth. David Youngs. Angelina Zogiko. And Amber Zern.
With immense joy, it is my great honor With immense joy, it is my great honor to be one of the first to say congratulations to my fellow graduates of the class of 2016. We will now hear Earth Song performed by the Fargo South Concert Choir under the direction of Mrs. Sarah Lickblau. As the end of this celebration nears, I would like to introduce our closing speaker, which is someone known to always have a smile on his face and was in fact voted best personality by his peers. His upbeat attitude and enthusiastic optimism are reasons why his presence is greatly enjoyed by his peers and teachers. Along with playing the trombone for jazz band and being student council president, he is involved in FCA, Academic Knowledge Bowl, NHS, baseball, and is a Bruin ambassador. Being the captain of the tennis boys team, he also led his team to the state tennis championship and will be attending Concordia College next year. Please join me in welcoming the always happy and ever smiling David Youngs.
Well, class of 2016, the time has come. Thank you to each and every one of you for giving me the opportunity to say a few words before we head our separate ways. Before we move on, let's give a round of applause for those who have helped us reach this milestone in our lives. Without our parents, teachers, administrators, and other positive influences, today would not be possible. It seems like just yesterday that we were waiting in line to head outside for recess, making clay bison at the Creative Arts Studio, and filling out cursive handwriting packets that our teacher said would become essential for high school. Then came the days of middle school, the challenge of how many silly bands you could fit on one arm. And let's not forget those delicious Hershey's chocolate chip cookies that have since disappeared. Then came high school, Fargo South High School, home of the Bruins. As a child, I can remember going to South's games and concerts and looking forward to becoming a Bruin because of the school's rich tradition of excellence. Class of 2016, I think it is safe to say that we have continued the tradition of striving for excellence. We have done so on the field, on the stage, and in the classroom. However, these are not the most important ways in which we have strived for excellence. Fargo South High School does a stellar job of setting its students up for success in the real world. Just look at all the notable alumni that our school has produced. Bruins not only thrive inside the walls of South, but do so for years to come. Bruins rise to the occasion to make the world a better place. A man by the name of Kirby Puckett once said, "Be the best you can be." This coincides greatly with South's motto of strive for excellence. Be the best that you can be in whatever you do in life. Be the best student that you can be. Be the best employee that you can be. Be the best citizen that you can be. And in years to come, be the best parent that you can be. And always be the best human being that you can be. In life, you're not always going to be the best at everything. No matter how hard you try, there will always be someone better than you. That's just the way that life goes. However, being the best isn't an accurate representation of success. Being your best, however, is. If you go about life giving it your all in all aspects, you will find true success from within. Before we leave today, I'd like to leave you with one bit of advice that has helped me live such an enjoyable life. Smile, and smile often. It makes you live longer. Smile when you are happy, and when you aren't happy, smile even more. Smile in pictures, even you football players. And most importantly, smile at others. One has no idea how much a simple smile can change someone's outlook on their day. A smile expresses happiness, confidence, approachability, and shows that you care. If each one of us, as the class of 2016, smiled at 3 new people today, there would be 762 lives affected in a positive way. A warm smile is contagious, and there's no vaccine for it. Fargo South class of 2016, it's been an honor. It is without a doubt that the people within this room will have a positive impact on the world for years to come. Wherever the road takes you, just remember where you came from, because I can say with great confidence that there is no school greater than that of Fargo South High. Class of 2016, it's a great day to be a Bruin. But then again, every day is a great day to be a Bruin. Congratulations.
Thank you, David. Class of 2016, this is it. Before we start the next step in our journey as individuals, it is important to acknowledge all of our accomplishments one more time together as a class, as Bruins, and as one united family. With this, I can surely say that we will treasure the countless memories given to us by our peers, teachers, and Fargo South for the rest of our life. Thank you to all of these parents, teachers, peers, family, and administrators for their unwavering support over the years and encouragement to strive for excellence. All of the hard work that has been put in over the past 13 years is proof that each and every one of us deserves to be here today. And no matter where life takes us, we can all agree that we are and we will remain proud Bruins. I'm excited to officially say congratulations and hats off to the class of 2016.